forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Sellers through the noise. Just got rid of that one. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Second and long here. Here's Sellers to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Sellers from the gun on third down. They're all over it. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Completions are great. You want to get completions, obviously, a huge part of the game. A dummy could say that right now. But you don't want to get your quarterback killed. You got to protect him a little bit better.
Sellers to the air again. Got his man.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Nowhere to go.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. He'll take a shot. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Hoosiers! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. start on the ground with Frazier. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Sellers. And he avoids the sack.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Right side, it's Barker. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Now on the move. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Throwing, Sellers. Takes a hit as he fires.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide right, it's Hill. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Sellers to throw. Going to take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
On first down, Nate Frazier breaks into the open, running through contact. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Handoff for Frazier. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal running wide open down the gut of the field. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Hauls it in. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Lets it fly. Goes high to pull it in. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Bowens. Here's a little room there. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Georgia!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Out wide left, it's Marsh. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Sellers reels it in. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put...
Makes a grab and room to run. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Making the adjustment on the play. He wants to throw it again. Going long. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, Sellers. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Sets his feet. It's Sellers. Blasted as he lets it go. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a give to Frazier. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Plows his way ahead. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Handoff, Frazier running left.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Frazier. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Burrowing for yardage. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Sellers to throw. Release to the back. Caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sellers fires left. He's got an open man. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 24 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Mustangs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It brings them to 2-2 on the season following a big road win.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Allen. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, it had to start somewhere for this offense and this quarterback, and they finally find some life here early in the second half. That was a first half to forget, no question about it. And obviously, there's a lot of work still to be done, but it's all about momentum. And getting that touchdown pass, David, that just may spark things for him and this offense.
Well, and obviously building this deficit, they're not going to be able to run the football like they want to. It's going to be on his shoulders. So to watch him come out focused with a plan, the second half adjustments are going to be crucial. But it's going to be on his shoulders, and that's a good start. And they cut into this lead, but it's going to have to be continue to be through the air with this passing attack.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
This time it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on first down. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sets his feet, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him,
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Powers through the defender.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, David.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Under pressure. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Out wide right, it's Marsh. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Here's Sellers to throw. Just barely got rid of it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
To the air, it's Sellers. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Rush is on. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Allen. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Riley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! Keeps it himself and gets the first. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Straight ahead, it's Richard. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. He's stopped.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got...
Gonna take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Bulldog. We thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And the extra point is good.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Out wide right, it's Richard.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Wants to throw one first. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the coordinator.
And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. Fields the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Quarterback changing the play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. From the gun, looking for a man. Right side, it's Frazier. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Second down to the air. He's got it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all take.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Turning it on.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
From the gun, it's Richard.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sellers. Rush right in his face. Got his man down the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Man, I'm not surprised, man. They go to the bullpen, bring me the closer in. Like, he's their star. This whole thing is built around him. Late in the game, you need a play. Palmer, you go to your guy. You give him the football, let him make a play, and he does it right there.
Well, he's just got so much confidence. He knows with the tools he has that he's one of the best in the game. And so in that kind of moment, you want the football. You want to be in charge. You want to be the guy that closes this thing out. No surprise, making a great decision, accurate throw, ball game.
Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one.